So I just went to Sonic because I had the $15 United coupon voucher thing that only lasted through to today. So I flew home yesterday from Sweden, and everything was fine until I got to Chicago. Like, I flew Sweden to Stockholm. I flew Umeå to Stockholm the day before after I finished my workshop. Spent the night at the airport, Radisson. Had a 6 a.m. flight to Munich, and then I gave myself a long time in Munich because I had to buy this ticket last second because I was supposed to be coming back next week. I was going to go to B-Sides Porto. I'm really sad I didn't get to go to B-Sides Porto. I'm really sad I didn't get like all this extra time to do tourism. But throughout the trip, like crossing in and out of the EU, which I forgot that going to England and leaving England, that happens. Brexit. So I gave myself extra time there. I gave myself like 4 hours in Munich. That was good. Then I flew from Munich to Chicago, which we got there early, but like our gate wasn't open, so we just like sat for like almost an hour where they like de-iced the planes, apparently waiting for a gate. But I still had enough time. Well, it turned out I could have been like, I don't know, 5 hours late and still made it, but I, had to book it a little bit. You have to go through customs and everything, but I had pre-check and everything, and I had to go to another terminal, but I made it to the original boarding of my plane to Memphis. But then we got on the plane like everything was fine. Looked like we were taking off on time. That's where the fun started. So first they brought in the maintenance, and then maintenance was there for a while. They said they'd fix the problem eventually. Gotta drop off my mom's drink at Shack Up. So we pushed back, and at that point I fell asleep. I'm not sure exactly how long we were like taxiing around. And they come back on and they say that the whatever the maintenance issue was is back. So, but there's another plane, so they're gonna put us on a different plane. But then we have to get back now and find a gate to sit at, because we've technically left, so our gate is now occupied. So they find us a gate to go to. We're sitting outside that gate, and they come on again and say they've called like 4 times for the people with the cones to like come lead us into the gate. But then like we spend like another hour waiting for anybody to come like lead us into the gate, literally. And at that point I thought we were just there was like an extra plane sitting in a hangar we were gonna get on. That did not turn out to be the case. It turned out we got on like a plane that had arrived, or it hadn't arrived yet, but it was gonna arrive. So when we got off the plane, we didn't yet know what our new gate was gonna be. I was worried about the pilots timing out. I asked the gate agent that specifically. They said they would not time out until like 3 a.m. So we were okay at that point. It was like our original flight time was like 2 in the afternoon or something. So we were okay on that point. We were not going to time out. Alright, I gotta give my mom her drink, and then I will finish the story of how I got $15 from United for this. And it would not have been a thing. Like, these things happen with travel. It really would not have been that big a deal, except that I had already been traveling for like 18 hours at that point. And I was not the only person in that position. There was a guy with a little kid who was coming from Nairobi, Kenya, and there was somebody else who had started it out in Ireland, but I think I won like the longest flight day. But anyway, let me go give my mom her drink. All right, I'm back. I just dropped off my mom's drink at Shack-Up. So they take us off the plane, and instead of getting us another plane, that is what we originally thought, we were gonna, somebody's plane coming in, we were gonna take. So we wait around for a while to find out what gate we're going to. Luckily, we only had to go like 10 gates down. I was worried we were gonna have to go to like a whole different terminal. Luckily, it was like we started out at F14, we pulled back in at F19. Welcome to Mississippi summer storms. It'll be over as soon as it starts, but and then I think we had to go to F9. So yeah, we went like 10 gates down, so it wasn't that bad. But then we had to wait for those people to get off, and then for them to clean the plane, and then finally we reboard the plane. And then the captain comes on and says that there's a big thunderstorm, or a couple of small storms, probably like this, over Memphis, and there's a lot of lightning in them, so we might not be able to come down. We could divert to Huntsville, but we're overweight, and we have to take some fuel off if we're gonna divert. So we have to wait for the fuel truck to come take some of the fuel off the plane that we're on. At which point, when I had all planned this, there was, just in case, you know, I couldn't make the original connection because I had to go through customs. There was one more flight to Memphis at like 11, at which point it was getting me time for that plane to go, and there were a bunch of seats on it. So they come over and say, if anybody wants to switch to that one, we'll get there about the same time. I'm not entirely sure why people did it, but it was like we had to get 7 people off the plane, and then like we would have been okay, like weight-wise, and 7 people left. 2 of the people, it was like they had a deadhead pilot, and I think a flight attendant, or maybe she was a gate agent, but they had 2 people that worked for the airline, and they just like voluntarily went to go get on the other plane because we were going to be waiting forever for the fuel truck, obviously, to come take the fuel off the plane. And eventually we got enough people off the plane that they said we could just go. It was still possible we would divert, which it is a 3-hour drive, which my mother, I had sent her the flight number just in case, but she was already sitting at the airport, and I'm like, we haven't even taken off yet. It's just like an 1.5-hour drive to the Memphis airport. But yeah, so we finally got to go. It was really bumpy, but they did send us all a $15 voucher, but it wasn't just for in the airport. It specifically said we could not use it on the plane, like to buy like snack boxes or anything, but it wasn't like just for in the airport. But it expired today, and plus, like, I mean, even if you wanted to try to use it in the airport, like, we had to stick by the gate for them to make the announcement of our new gate, and then like we didn't know when we were going to get on. I think it would have been foolish to try to run off and try to get something in the airport. Generally everybody else agreed, but yeah, I had this $15 voucher that in theory would work at any food place, so I just used this Sonic app. It had like a QR code, and it was just like a prepaid card. I wasn't sure if they would know how to use it like at Sonic proper, so I just like used the app and got like with tip. I think it came out to like $14.78 or something. So, I mean, the last thing I wanted to do, jet lagged as I am, is go out driving to town, but I did it anyway. Didn't want to let my $15 go to waste. I'm just glad I made it. Like I said, I mean, I wouldn't have been that annoyed at it. I mean, we were 6-7 hours late, but you know, that's kind of how air travel goes unless you can fly private. It was just the fact that I had been going since, I mean, I walked out of the Radisson at 4 a.m. Stockholm time, and it was now nighttime in America. So I'd been traveling for a really long time, and I just wanted to be home, but luckily I did make it. Yeah, what I was worried was the pilot's timing out, but yeah, the gate agent said that wasn't going to happen until like 3 in the morning, so we had plenty of time for that. And I'm glad we didn't have to divert, because I don't know, I guess I would have just gotten a hotel and then Mom would have met me there when she got there. So we wouldn't have known whether we were going to divert or not, though now they've got, the Starlink internet, which is what we have at home, and I just love it. We got it recently, so the internet on the plane is awesome, and I could just message her from up there. I guess I could have told her when they decided we were diverting, but actually the only time it wasn't super bumpy was when we were coming down, so I guess the storm was gone by the time we got there. But yeah, it was a travel day as usual, but I made it home. I think we technically start my consulting job on Monday. Like, the equipment for it came yesterday. So yeah, I'm really excited about the consulting job. I'm sad that I didn't get to do the last event. I'm sad that I didn't get to see more of Sweden, because I saw as much of Umeå as I could. Luckily that far north in the summer, it never gets dark. So, you can be wandering around at 2 in the morning. I mean, nothing's open. I mean, the museums and stuff were closed, but, I went around, I saw the river, I saw the architecture of the town. And, but yeah, I was planning to, stay in Stockholm for at least a few days, do some day trips from there, see, the museums in the city of Stockholm, then go over to Portugal a few days early. And apparently there's some nice wine country around there, tours worth doing, and then do B-sides Porto and then come home. But I would have missed this consulting gig, which I am excited about. The consulting gig, I mean, I need the money, but I'm also excited about the kind of work it is and the company that it is. This is just a short-term consulting job, but I definitely am planning to try to make connections there. They have other opportunities, this particular company, that I have looked at before, that I think hopefully I can turn it into that, and maybe even something full-time in this area, because it is it wouldn't be evangelism, which is my first choice, the job I just didn't get in evangelism, but it is in the research area, and research is one of the things I would be interested in doing full time. So we'll see where it goes, but I saw as much as I could see. I definitely need to go back to Lithuania at some point. Again, I saw pretty much as I possibly could in the time that I was there, and that included staying out super late at night. And Norway, I saw a lot. I had been to Oslo twice before, but I saw a lot of Kristiansand and southern Norway. I did not completely complete the loop. I would have had to go a lot faster. Even though I'm a very timid driver, I think if I had it to do over again, I would rent a car, and that certainly would have allowed me to go faster. But I did eat at the restaurant the underwater restaurant. It's very famous. It was very nice. I got off the wait list very easily, it turned out. Did some hikes, which I am not a hiker by nature, but did some cool stuff in southern Norway. But yeah, there's still some more towns in southern Norway for me to see, so I could definitely see going back to southern Norway at some point. Then I went to Leeds, which after B-sides Leeds, I saw the town of Leeds and did B-sides Leeds, and then I went to York for the day and did the York Ghost Merchants, and wandered around York. And then I flew to Umeå in Sweden, And then, fortunately or unfortunately, I mean, I feel like it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I mean, I really wanted to do B-Sets Port 2. I really would have liked to see, again, more of Sweden and Portugal, have more tourism time, but I did get 4 of the 5 events I went there to do done. And I guess I'm not sure if it was my bag getting lost or just me being tired or what, but I could see my performance kind of degrading by the time VML happened. Plus, I had to do 2 talks in a workshop in 2 days, which was a lot. But then again, I would have had 9 days before I had to do B-Sides Port 2, so I would have had some time to get back on my game and be at my best, prep my stuff, things like that. So yeah, I don't know. I really wish I wish that this job had started a little bit later, I guess. Like, if this job could have started like a week later, it would have been okay. Alright, I'm home. This is my first from the car video. We'll see how it comes out. And I'm going to eat the rest of my United meal from Sonic for being late with my plane. But like I said, I'm just glad I made it.